Hello, everybody. We are live with the second quarterfinals match of the PA Collegiate Speed Chess Championship. He is only a voice as of now, but he'll be a person on the screen soon. I have Mitch with me on here. Oh wait, you're muted. Try again.
Okay, yeah, how's it going?
Yeah, sweet, awesome, awesome. So Mitch, uh, are you looking at the games right now?
Not yet. I'm trying to find.
Okay. Looks like it was a Roy Lopez. Um, and let me know if I need to send you a link to their profile at all or anything
Oh, I
for
got it. I
convenience.
got it.
Sweet, sweet.
Okay, I see. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Bishop e6 is interesting. Wonder if that's theory. So what was this? So, okay. Ruy Lopez, knight c3 on move 3, and then b5, d6. Oh, knight g5. Okay. So maybe d6, maybe bishop e7 first, and then d6. Maybe d6 is still some theory, though. d5, knight takes d5, and bishop e6. Okay, so this is sort of pawn sacrifice from black. Unclear. This is, preparation or something, but yeah, we'll see. It looks just like knight takes e6 and then just move the knight back somewhere. Looks pretty good for white with 2 bishops and doubled pawns. But
Yeah,
yeah, he takes an f6, which is logical.
I'm interested
Mhm.
to see how much the players prepared for each other. Um, I think this is this is by far the closest matchup we've had in any of the matchups so far. So this is pretty exciting.
Yeah, yeah. This is a tough position for black, but he's got some counterplay against f2. Maybe he can castle long, put a rook on f8, and he's down a pawn, but you know, it's not so easy for white to play d4, and he could go d3, bishop e3, develop his bishop that way, but black can long castle and then yeah, or short castle and put a rook on d8, and that'll be a little bit uncomfortable for white. But yeah, with the pawn up and 2 bishops and better structure, it's hard not to like white here.
Yep, good points, good points. Okay, and so the match timers for the first time control has been sent to the players and it's also updated on the stream. So they still have 42 minutes of the first time control. Um, Mitch, how much do you know about both of these players?
I don't know Ethan at all, but I know Chris. I've played him a couple times over the board, and yeah, we both go to Lehigh, so you know.
Oh, so
But
you never played against Ethan at all?
no,
Wow. Well, I know you guys both go to U.S. Amateur Team East, so
yeah, that's a classic. Amateur East is yeah, that's very very popular tournament in the East Coast. I think there's those amateur team tournaments, like, they have West, South, they have all sorts of tournaments like that all over the country, so it's not just these. Oh, here, bishop takes queen f6 and bishop g5. If we're now bishop h6 wins an exchange. Oh,
oh,
but okay, he had to take back on c3, so he
oh
couldn't
wow, yeah,
he
you're
couldn't
right. That's
yeah, now
crazy.
this wins an exchange still, yeah, because rook f6, bishop g5, yeah,
Wow.
and rook e8, bishop f7, so unless there's some trick here. Oh, wait, no, the knight's just protected. What am I saying? Okay, yeah. That's, yeah. But it's still yeah, this is 2 pawns, so it's gonna be tough. But we'll see. Maybe Chris can come back and find some counterplay somewhere. Yeah, maybe he's gonna bring the rook into b2, the bishop to c5, pressure f2. So good things can happen
Yeah.
for black. But yeah, like takes bishop c5 is possible. Um, but yeah, at some point, white can go and win this a6 pawn, bring his bishop back to c4, maybe play a5 and then bishop c4. But yeah, first he's probably going to he plays d4. Oh, that's a nice move. Yeah, now bishop has to go back to d6 probably.
And why can't you take
But,
it? Why can't take the
well,
pawn?
maybe you could. Bishop takes e7, rook e8, but then there was bishop f6.
Oh, oh
And
yeah,
the
oh yeah.
yeah.
Oh, whoa!
Yeah, that actually happened.
Wow!
That's amazing. Yeah.
Wow! Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah, it was a abrupt finish, but it was a difficult position for black. But okay. Oh, so we
Uh,
have a con Sicilian, c4, very principled response.
oh my gosh, I was right about
Uh,
to say that, like, this is the first time that the lower rated person won the first game, but after the game they just played, Ethan is the higher rated person. So
yeah, these guys
so
are neck and neck in terms of the online rating. Yeah.
which is crazy. That is awesome.
E5, wow. Interesting. I wonder what so knight e4, is he gonna go like queen g4? And then I mean knight e4 looks critical. Maybe queen f3. Maybe that's probably better. After knight, yeah. I mean knight e4 looks or you could take on c3 first also, and then bring the knight to c5 later. But then if black gives up his dark squared bishop and doesn't manage the castle, and white manages to play bishop a3 and prevent castling, even at a cost of a pawn, that could be worth it for white. But knight e4 is makes a lot of sense.
Awesome. Oh, and by the way, you're now on the screen on the stream, so don't pick your nose.
Okay,
So
okay. Wow, queen g4. This is like reminds me there's this pin variation in the four knights Sicilian, except here the pawn is not on c2, it's on c4. So the same position exists in theory with the white pawn on c2 and the black pawn still in a7. And there's some crazy lines with like queen takes g7 and or maybe like a3 here, I think,
Wow.
but this is a different position. So I don't know what the I think this inclusion of c4 and a6 probably favors black because there's going to be some knight b5 will be covered in some lines. But yeah, I think
Oh.
a3 is probably like the move they play um,
Wow,
in
A
those
A3 is a
later
cool
moves.
move. Wow, yeah, this is a wild position.
Yeah, yeah, no, it's crazy. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. It's it's very sharp. Black should be careful, but oh, queen a5. Wow, that's ambitious. So he's saying he wants to keep his peace. That's a strong statement. You can keep his peace, then he's going to be in pretty
Uh,
good shape.
yeah, I get pretty optimistic about my winning chances when I'm full piece.
But knight b3 here maybe. Oh, but then the knight yeah, I don't know. This
It's
is very tough. The e5 pawn is also hanging. That's another, nugget
yeah,
that
I
could
mean we
be
see players. Oh yeah, you're right. The E5 pawn is hanging. We see the players, especially Chris, spending so much time. Uh, yeah, because it's just how sharp everything is. Everything's hanging.
yeah, I don't know if this is theory or not, but this is like it's very, very sharp. Maybe he's just gonna play queen takes g7. Let's just say, okay, take a pawn, hope for the best, protect the e5 pawn, But white can just yeah, yeah, queen takes g7 is sort of a move maybe.
And then I just pulled up chat for the stream. Someone said, "Who is the other person commentating?" That is Mitch. Mitch Fishbein. Jeff, yeah, that's Mitch, the number 2 seed. So you guys, if there are no upsets, you guys will be playing each other, you, Jeff, and Mitch. So that's exciting. And then Spencer says, "Let's go, Ethan." Yeah.
We have some Carnegie Mellon support. That's good. Yeah, this seems to be going pretty well for black. I don't know. And there's all these everything's hanging. This is like a lot of material has been sacrificed. So I don't know. This was some like morphed pin variation. I don't know what happened in this one, but
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah, I'm just gonna go rewind for the people on stream
this
for
is
a
very
second.
strange.
So yeah, he played c4, I guess some sort of like Moroxy bind type of thing, and then crazy stuff, down a piece, the e5 pawn drops. Whoa, king's on D1 now?
Yeah, so in
Yeah,
the
I guess
current
he had
position,
to,
yeah,
so man.
black's just up 2 minor pieces. It's a difficult one. But yeah, I don't know, that's a weird opening. I don't know, like, what's
Wait,
going on there.
can he take oh, no, queen C2 would be checkmate. Oh, no. Oh my gosh. Wow.
Yeah. E4, E5. Okay, so Ruy Lopez again, this, knight C3 move. I think that's a fashionable move. Now bishop E7 this time. Yeah, yeah, then now there's no knight G5. Yeah, this is they call this the I don't know exactly what they call this, but okay, he plays it with A4. They can play A3 too, but this makes sense. A4 and then idea is B if B4, knight D5 would be White's response. Yeah, rook B8 is flexible.
I feel like wasn't this played in, like, the World Championship match? Like,
It sort
Magnus?
of looks like yeah, like an anti-martial kind of. Yeah. I don't know if it's exactly the same position, but yeah, there's definitely some like White hasn't castled yet, but there's definitely some similarities. Looks pretty solid for Black, but yeah, I know by the way, I'm not using the engine by the way, so what I'm saying could be completely off, but I'm just, I'm
Yeah.
not no bar, no nothing, just raw.
Well, yeah. Well, most people like I've said, sometimes on the stream people are like, no eval bar. Most of the time they are, but occasionally they'll be like, let's have the eval bar, and I was like, okay. So I just listen to what people want to do. So, but as of now, I also do not have the evaluation on. So, so I'm kind of with you on that.
Yeah. Yeah, so a lot of times in these positions, Black plays like rook E8, bishop F8, tries to kind of reorganize his pieces like that. And White can play something like C3, D4, rook E1, H3, a lot of like typical moves. Black can take on D5 at some point. I don't know when, but if Black wants to be really ambitious, he can take on D5 and try to play like King H8 and F5 and attack on the king side. Maybe that's an idea, but that would be, you know,
Yeah,
it would probably be pretty reasonable.
it sounds like you have a
Yeah.
lot of experience in a lot of different structures and a lot of different like openings and everything like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I've played for a long time, but I don't play the Roy Lopez a lot with either color, so
Mm.
it's a little bit unfamiliar. I haven't played it for a long time, but I played it when I was younger. But yeah, night before that's an interesting, but that's probably a good move. Now he can play C5 and yeah, he's gonna have some queen C7 and C4. There's ideas to one line which might not be very good for black, but if white plays C3, black can play knight takes D3 and then C4. I don't know if he's gonna do that. Yeah, it's probably not good. It's a pawn sacrifice, but knight C6 is a solid move. And yeah, this is probably okay for black. This is very solid position.
And just for everyone watching on the stream, I know like OBS is a bit weird with all of my window captures. Um, so like sometimes it'll have like the uh the game freeze frame, and sometimes it'll have like it won't show Mitch. So you know it happens. So just so you know, I am aware of that.
Hmm. Yeah, bishop E3. That's a makes sense to respond to queen B6 with bishop E3. Now white is probably wants to play D4 pretty soon and open up the center. He's got a pretty strong bishop on D5. It'd be nice to kind of get rid of that bishop somehow for black, like bishop F6 and knight E7 or something. But yeah, I like bishop F6 here. Sort of keep an eye on D4. But yeah, white can also try to play B4 and try to use the. Oh, he's going for king H8 F5. Yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah, to me that looks like the most natural plan, but I guess white beats him to the punch with the pawn break.
Plays
So
D4. Yeah, that's a principled response playing in the center. So Black could still play f5 here, but then probably e5, maybe e5, I don't know, that's questionable, but yeah, yeah, here's probably a good time to think for white as options. So black is probably threatening f4. So, um, ef5 would be a kind of natural response, but it lets black develop his bishop and, you know, get some active moves. But yeah, no, this is a dynamic position. E5, yeah, f4 is possible here for black, and I don't know what's going on. Maybe
Yeah.
e takes d6 there, intermediate move, and then attacking black's bishop.
Yeah,
So
I
yeah,
would it that feels like a good move, like e takes d6 and and then because black would have to take back on e7 once you take on e7, like if he does allow the trade of bishops. So,
yeah, that looks like good line, right? Like in this position, if white plays e takes d6, black can play f takes e3, and then after white plays takes the bishop on e7, black can recapture with a knight, which also attacks the bishop on d5. So that would be a tempo, and then you know white would have to. But white can play dc5 in that position and attack the queen. So there's a lot
oh,
of
that's a
stuff
good
going
point.
on there. But the queen can recapture. So yeah, it makes sense to eliminate that bishop on e3. But bishop takes d6 is also a reasonable response. So it's yeah, I could see it going either way. One thing to maybe keep an eye on though is if takes d6, bishop takes d6, maybe white can try to play some move like knight h4 and try to use the g6 square for the knight, and black's king might not be in great shape there. So that the bishop is has an important role protecting the h4 square right now. So that's something to keep an eye on. So yeah, fe3 here looks fe3 bishop d6 both look possible. Bishop d6, I'm worried about knight h4. I might blunder a piece because of fe, but it's it's kind of scary.
Oh, yeah, that's a good
Maybe
point.
it's
Yeah, it takes the eyes
but
off the
also, yeah,
h4 square.
bishop takes d6, dc5, and then you take everything and then go knight h4, and then you don't have to sack a piece. So he takes on e3. That makes a lot of sense. Oh, dc5,
Wow.
intermediate move. So queen takes c5, I guess is. Oh, then he wants to play rook c1. Wow. So he could take. So There's like this is like a game of every both players are playing desperado. And then yeah, he takes f2. Yo, king h1. Right.
Wow.
That makes sense. He doesn't want his rook to be pinned when the queen recaptures. So rook c1, queen takes d6. Looks like we have mass trades going on. Looks like black is a pawn up,
But that doesn't really
but
feel like it.
yeah, a lot of like queen g3 would be a move.
Yeah,
Black
that
has two bishops, and bishop takes h3 could happen at some moment
yeah.
when the queen is on g3, something like that.
Yeah,
So
queen
yeah,
g3 feels
also
like the
bishop
most
d6.
natural move.
Yeah, good thing for white is that knight from f3 is controlling
Oh, threatening
h2.
checkmate with queen takes h6.
Queen d4.
Yeah, queen d4 threatening. Oh, he didn't fall for it.
What was the checkmate? Oh, rook takes h6. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, oh yeah, that was very sneaky.
that's a move that I would have tried to do and now I
Bishop
would have
f6.
given
This
up.
position looks really good for Chris to get on the board here. He's got two bishops. He's a pawn up. Queen takes f2 is possible, but yeah, I don't know.
I mean, maybe
After the
queen
queen
takes
trade,
f2 is like it feels like it's the position is or roughly balanced, so maybe that's the bailout if you just want to like offer a trade of queens there and I don't know.
yeah, yeah. Looks like Ethan is keeping the queens on, so he's looking for some. Not sure. Queen e4. I guess he wants to. We'll probably line up a battery along the b1 h7 diagonal, set up some kind of mate there. Bishop b3, bishop c2, try to deliver mate there, but or something like that. Yeah, but it's Black has some moves in the meantime,
Yeah.
but it makes sense. Oh, he's setting a trap, sort of, because bishop b7 is a natural move, and then there's rook takes f6.
Wait,
So, oh,
rook takes
rook
f6?
takes
How
f6,
does that
right?
work?
And then
Wait.
if the rook recaptures on f6, then bishop takes b7.
Oh, oh,
That would be
oh,
good.
okay. Yeah, yeah, just anything you can take back with check if he takes your bishop.
Right,
So,
if bishop takes
okay.
d5, rook takes f8, and then white would emerge up a piece. And so here white
Wow.
emerges with probably still um, not a I don't know about the position. It's pretty unclear. This pawn on f2 is a real thorn in white's camp. It's not really easy to extract that.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
realize. It took me a second to be like, wait, why isn't white up a piece? Oh, it's because it was just a rook for two pieces.
Yeah. So yep, he's lining up the battery
Wait, how do you?
to h7. That's not easy to handle.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, so he has to give up a piece, and now, yeah, now it's a winning position for white,
Man.
but there could be some chances maybe. But yeah, now just it's a difficult. Yeah, he's bringing his king in, win the pawn.
Oh man.
C1 is a good move. Cut off the king. It's tough. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen so far within all the matches I've seen. I guess this is the 10th one. We've never had anybody come back from a a 3-point deficit or um like usually the high rate person uh like takes control for the entire match, but so so things are looking kind of grim for Chris so far, but it's still pretty early in the match. But
Hmm.
this is like the worst start that
Yeah,
but
not an
I
ideal
mean,
start. He had a great position last game. It was a good chance, but yeah, somewhere in the time scramble,
yeah,
there were some mistakes. But it's very difficult. The 1 second increment, it's really weird because it is an increment, but it's really mostly useful, I think, like if you just need to like mate with a king and rook or something,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah, that's true. It is not enough time, as I remember against you. I did lots of flagging. Lots
Yeah,
of
yeah. Yeah, even with a good position, it's hard to convert with just the 1 second increment. Just to make a move in 1 second is not easy.
I mean, that's what we saw in the last match between Avery from Bucknell and Jeffrey from Temple, was that Avery was getting so many good positions and Jeffrey was just able to just play quickly and and turn so many of those positions that looked lost into wins. It was actually insane. I've never seen someone do that to someone as high rated as Avery. So,
Yeah,
so
it's tough, especially online. Probably over the board, it would be most likely 2 second, like 3+2 or something. It would be more
mhm.
difficult to, but yeah, it's very tough to make moves. This was an instructive moment after e4. White played a knight e1, a nice move because he can bring the knight to c2 and e3. That's maybe a typical idea. At some point, White can play f3 and try to crack open the diagonal for his bishop, but it was tempting in that position to play knight g5. I don't know if they can see that position
Oh,
after
yeah,
e4.
yeah, yeah. I'm actually moving the pieces a bit. So yeah, that's actually a really interesting note. Knight G5. Um,
Was not as good because black would
yeah,
play d5 and then the knight would be offsides.
yeah. Like it
Um,
looks like trapped. Like actually, how do you? Oh, you can go to H3 actually. Okay,
yeah,
you
it
can
can
go to
go to
H3.
h3
Okay,
and white would probably still be okay there, but knight e1 is a
yeah,
great move and
yeah. It
he
makes
can
so
bring
much
it to c2
sense
and
after
e3.
you see that it can go to C2 and control that E3 square. So,
Yeah, so bishop a3, that's another nice move. So the bishop on b2 was not really that useful, just sort of staring at his own pawn, so he brings it to a3 with tempo. And yeah, I would definitely consider bringing the knight to c2 and e3 here. But black can develop knight c6 and bring his bishop out to maybe g4. Maybe black can play h5, h4. Black can play on the king side here, and it's not easy to see. Without the knight on f3, the king is sort of notoriously vulnerable. This alpha
mhm.
zero pawn could come down. You know,
Yeah, good point.
knight a4, another sensible move, trying to disturb black's coordination.
Michael
So
Romero is in the chat. Hey, Michael. Hey, Michael. Also rooting
okay.
for Chris. We got a lot of Chris lovers in here. Well, bad news
Yeah,
for Chris lovers that he's down 3-0 so far, but hoping he can come back.
yeah, yeah. He's been getting reasonable positions. It's just yeah, somehow at some point the clock becomes a massive factor, and then mutual mistakes get made inevitably, you know. Yeah, so queen d8 makes sense. The queen probably belongs on the king side because that's where generally when the pawn structure is black's pawns are pointing towards the king side. So generally that's where the play is going to be for
Yeah.
black.
What's kind of like stark about this position is just how many pieces are on the back rank for both players on like move 14. I think that's so optically funny.
Yeah, yeah. And it's really tight. Like for example, the bishop on c8 might seem like the bishop on c8 is sort of already developed there. Like it's
That's true.
already it's got a massive scope. It can go to f5, g4 at any moment. White's move is going to discourages that because the knight is most likely coming to e3. Um, and yeah, oh, it's going to b4. Okay, so
Wow.
that makes sense. He's exchanging the knight on c6 so that his rook can operate on the open file unobstructed. And yeah, also yeah, it makes sense. He can bring his knight to c5 and yeah, e3 very thematic. Sacrifices a pawn to mess with White's coordination and start potentially an attack. If fe knight can come to g4, bishop can come to h6. So he plays f3.
Whoa.
Makes sense.
Wow. Blocking into your own bishop too, but I guess the bishop wasn't really doing anything. Because that d5 pawn.
Yeah, the bishop does get blocked in. It's yeah, e3 is a tough is a good move. It's tough to I'm not sure what White should have done there. F3 makes sense. I mean, later on, that pawn could be a weakness. You know, Black can defend it in many ways for now. Bishop h6 and the rook is on e8 defending it. But okay, Queen d7. So wonder what the I guess the idea is just to connect the rooks, complete his development. Knight c5 is a very natural move for White. Maybe
I
he's
mean,
intending Queen b5. I don't know.
well, I would also just assume, I don't know if you said this already, but just bishop h3, preparing bishop h3 and trading off that bishop. I don't know if
Makes
that's a
sense.
good thing or I
Yeah, it
guess you
makes sense. That bishop is the only defender, only minor piece defending the king. So that would be a sensible start for a kingside attack, which definitely makes sense for black here with that pawn, you know, like ensconced on e3. It's very difficult to get rid of that
so
pawn.
but now, knight c5 and queen b5. Does white want to take that bishop on e6 if Ethan
Um,
allows it?
he could. Yeah, he could. It would make sense. Knight d3 also makes a lot of sense. It's protecting some dark squares. F4, e5. The knight is well placed on d3. Um, If I were white, I would also be looking at trying to incorporate the bishop on b4, like maybe bishop e1 and then g4, bishop g3, something like that. Try to get the bishop repurposed. But yeah, I think what he's doing is more practical. He's playing actively on the queen side.
Huh.
A4 makes sense. Probably queen d7 is you can also take on c1 in between. Not sure if it makes a huge difference. But then maybe the e3 pawn is going to be loose. White recaptures with a queen. So he goes to a6. Okay, so I wonder what he's planning for the queen. Maybe he wants to bring the queen to like e6 later on once the bishop moves. But yeah, I don't know.
Or
Maybe there was a problem with queen d7, like knight e5 would have come or something, or knight c5. So he was trying to
maybe,
avoid.
yeah, maybe it is one of those, but maybe it's also, I mean, one of the benefits is that it keeps an eye on the e2 pawn as well.
Yeah, yeah. White has to make sure he doesn't go too far away from the king side. Yeah, it's a tough position to judge, um, to evaluate. I don't know really what's going on. Black has this pawn on e3. I don't know if it's a strength or a weakness. It's probably more of a strength right now because it can't be easily attacked, and the d4 pawn as a result is weak. So Yeah, if I were black, I would be trying to target that D4 pawn in some way. Um, not sure how. Okay, so knight C5, queen goes to C6. Wow, into the you jaws of the lion, whatever they say, something like that. You know, but okay, that was just temporary. The knight had no useful discoveries, and so now, yeah, queen D3. Now I'm sort of starting to like white's position. So there's no clear way to attack the D4 pawn immediately, and maybe eventually this E3 pawn can be corralled. But yeah, I don't know. Black is still kind of asking questions. So yeah, bishop C5 is a nice move. Just good square for the bishop. Protecting the D4 pawn. So queen A5. So there's a question B4 here. Queen takes A4 and then like rook A1, try to infiltrate on the A file. It's probably unnecessary. And
Yeah.
probably white is gonna decide to do something. Oh, he's playing B4. Okay. Yeah, it's
Yeah, I
tempting.
mean,
Yeah.
for me, it's very clear, and that's probably what I would look for. It's like okay, this is a very clear idea, and I get my work on the seventh rank. That seems pretty
Oh,
good.
but something bad happened. Now rook A7, there's rook A7, B6, there's rook A6. But
Oh,
yeah, B5 first. That's good. That's an alert move. Queen is coming to. I feel like this, yeah, pieces have just been sort of being,
although it looks like time is definitely going to be a big factor for this
yeah.
game.
Knight D7. Okay, so he's keeping an eye on the B6 pawn. Yeah. Now the D4 pawn is the D4 pawn is that's a big pawn. So he's going for this plan. Bring the bishop to G3. That makes sense. Then he can get his rook out from F1. But yeah, now it's a time scramble, so it's really just a matter of nerves and mouse slips and stuff. But I still think even though black's a pawn up, white has this kind of bishops that could become good at some point, but it's tough.
The
Yeah,
extra
this
space
position is very
advantage is
difficult for white.
yeah.
Mm, yeah, this E2 pawn is hanging now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, E2, that's tough. Yeah. Oh,
Wait.
holy smokes. Oh my god.
Wow.
That's incredible. Wow.
Board vision is
Queen
important.
A2, what a move. Oh,
Wow.
Queen A2 was a incredible move.
Yeah,
That was insane.
yeah, that would be a good clip. Yeah, I did not, I had wow.
Wow, that queen just came sniper from out of nowhere. That's usually a bishop on A2, and it was a queen. If a bishop, it would be okay, but that queen on A2, oh man,
Yeah, I really
that
thought
was
that was
good.
game over, but it was like, call an ambulance," but not for me. That was
Exactly. Yeah, yeah.
oh my gosh.
Yeah, it looked like there was just no counterplay whatsoever, but no, always that's the thing in chess, like, you have to be vigilant until the last second, something can always there's always something, like, very few sports are like that, usually, like, if
Oh,
you're up by 30 points in basketball, it takes a while to lose that lead, you know?
but not in
But in
chess.
chess, any one move, and that could be it. It's like kinda like boxing, I guess, you can get knocked out at any point, even if you're winning, you know, you have more punches landed or whatever,
Yeah, that's
you
a
know?
great point. Yeah, that is a good comparison. So, yeah, I
So,
will say
yeah.
so in this game, they did repeat a similar opening, but like in after A4 on move 8, I think in the last game, Chris went rook B8, or the last time they played it. Chris went with rook B8, but now he went B4, allowing knight D5. So I
Yeah,
thought that
yeah,
was
we got a
a
similar position, except the A pawns remain on the board. Um, so, yeah, I mean, white is probably looking again to play D4 at some point. Maybe he'll prepare with H3 and rook E1. He could probably play D4 right away. I would prepare it though because it makes sense to do that. And yeah, at some point, black and yeah, knight E7 is a very typical maneuver. hitting that bishop, and wow, bishop A7. Oh,
Wait,
what a move.
wait, it's
That might
trapped.
win an exchange.
Wait, oh man, I'm having like deja vu, but it's on the queen side now.
Wait, but knight takes d5, bishop takes b8. Is that bishop gonna get out? It's gonna get out, right? I don't know. Because knight moves and then bishop a7, c5, you know?
Oh
That
my
bishop might get
gosh.
stuck in there, I don't know.
Wait, that's actually crazy. Okay, I can see why Chris is taking his time. Um,
Oh, of course, white does not have to take on b8 after knight takes d5. He can take back on d5, but then that's a little bit of a concession. So, because then he's lost a little bit of time and the bishop pair. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that rook on b8 can be taken. That was
wow. Wow. So do you
maybe
think
you can,
so
but
okay. Oh, he does it. He does it.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, knight just
We're-
moves back and then bishop a7, c5. I don't see how the bishop. Maybe he wants to play d4, try to get the bishop out. Knight f4s also makes sense.
Okay. Yeah,
But yeah,
you're probably right.
c5.
Some sort of pawn break. Um,
Something. He's got to do something now because queen c7 is a huge threat. So that bishop needs to come home. Ran
uh,
away. Yeah, so he takes AB. Oh, he no, he got out. He's gonna play A5 and then bishop B6.
oh man.
Bishop is still sort of okay. So actually, yeah, there was queen C7 immediately. Right, yeah, yeah.
But he does
But
get some
white
pawns.
gets some pawns now, so it's not as clear. But this is yeah, this is good for black probably. With
Bishop pair, bishops.
two pieces for the rook, white will have, I guess, two pawns, maybe three, but they're gonna be kind of weak. So yeah, queen C7 definitely a good move. So probably either yeah, he takes on c5, queen takes a7, he's probably gonna take on d6, and then oh, he can just take back. That's
Oh,
nice.
wow. Okay.
He can take back, yeah. So is there a way to make more drama in the center? No, he just takes. Okay. Wow, queen oh, there's knight e2. That's
Wait, oh my gosh.
yeah.
Wow. Oh my what? That's just that's just a fork. And it looks like wow, Chris winning back-to-back games. Wow, okay.
Yeah,
Um,
that was a he's got some momentum now, some wind in the sails, you know?
yeah.
I'm
This
trying to be
is
an impartial commentator, but, we both go to Lehigh, and but, so I have to root a little bit for my Lehigh, you know, buddy,
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
but yeah, no, I that was a pretty good game from Black. That was that was good. So we have this King's Indian again, kind of fianchetto variation, sort of almost a double fianchetto variation, but not yet.
Wow, this King's Indian has many names. Just a fun fact: King's Indian Defense Fianchetto, Yugoslav, Kavalek, Bronstein, and a couple more, but it cuts off because it's too long. So that's cool.
Yeah, a lot of names.
Oh, knight g5 now.
So this bishop on G7 is gonna have its say one day.
Oh,
That's the question. If so white has to be a little bit careful here. Because for example, H6, knight takes E4 would not be possible because this rook on A1 would hang.
this is so
And so
interesting. Cause they're playing like the same they're playing different things, but oh, they're playing the same thing, but like slightly different. Like Chris is the one changing it up because it's like same opening, but instead of playing knight e1, he played knight g5 this time. And so it's interesting to see Chris making slight differences in the opening, but
yeah,
like the only differences on like move 8 or 7 or 9 or something like that. So it's kind of interesting.
yeah. Wait, so he's sacrificing something. He's sacrificing the exchange or something. So knight takes E4, he wants to take with a knight, I assume, and then he's gonna play bishop E3. Okay. This is spicy. Bishop
Wow.
A1, bishop E3. Though this could be good for white. Maybe he
Wow.
doesn't
I
want to take that rook.
wow, that's actually really cool. I love that idea.
Yeah. So it's unclear how maybe F5 here, and then knight if knight D2, then take the rook, so there's no bishop E3. but f5 is kind of asking for it a little bit. So but I think it's a reasonable move. Um,
Yeah, and Ethan's taking his time on this one because
yeah, it's a good
definitely.
time to think. Also, he's not in like even if he sacrifices this pawn and doesn't take the rook, like he's got his bishop on a good diagonal, and it's kind of a typical King's Indian sacrifice anyway. So it's not a huge concern for black, but he plays bishop f5, which makes sense too, and less wild. But yeah, he's threatening to, I guess, just take and oh yeah, no. So f5 would have been responded with bishop e3 also. Yeah,
Yeah, that makes sense.
so
Makes sense.
that would have been important,
And then
and then it would have been fine.
Katie in the chat, she says, "Ethan, no!" Responding to so we got. I think we can have almost equal amount of Chris lovers and Ethan lovers in this chat. It's gonna be a
Cool.
top competition on the board and for the fans. So
Yeah,
wow.
yeah. So there's kind of madness going on the board
This is
here.
like every game. Every game there's like so many like in between moves and so many uh,
Yeah.
uh crazy.
Yeah, yeah, very tactical. Rook c4, that's a big move. That was seen in advanced. That was an important move. So, can he sack his queen? Probably not. Is he thinking about it? I'm thinking about it, but he probably knows better not to think about it too long. He's probably just thinking where to move his queen because, yeah, so he attacks a2, and black has some compensation here. Like I'm kind of partial. Like I play the King's Indian, so like I'm always rooting a little bit for the King's Indian. But you know,
You're conflicted.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sort of rooting for both sides in different ways. So it's so bishop d4. He's exchanging the King's Indian bishop on g7, which makes sense. King will be a little bit weaker, but the one thing now is this knight has some squares available. Knight can go to d7 and control e5 and c5, but with the center control, it's and the queen on a2 offsides, it's hard to imagine
Yeah,
enough. Oh, he's going. He's taking
yeah,
on e2.
I was
Yeah,
wondering if he was gonna do that, but it feels kind of risky to not have all your pieces developed.
he's got the
Uh,
knight on b8. He says he has got the dark squares and there's nothing immediate. So, but white definitely has an initiative here. So it's now he has to kind of make sure that initiative it's hard to play with the initiative. That's one thing. So it's especially in blitz, like finding precise moves to punish, you know, some dubious play, which might just be good. I don't know, but it looks scary. But but maybe this is possible.
yeah,
Maybe it's fine. So now
I
the
would.
queen comes back to e7, and the knight can come to d7.
I mean, what I
White's
would do
only
is just
sacrificed the pawn.
yeah. I think doubling rooks just looks so natural. Um, oh, 96 though,
96 covering c7.
and maybe coming to C5, but probably not because of B4.
He could, yeah, he could definitely play knight c5 at some point. That's I guess that's why b4 is played to prevent that.
Oh wait, now B5 looks kind of scary looking.
B5 is possible, but then the c6 square is possible to use. Like rook c6 could happen. This knight is kind of
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, well, if you don't play B5, then I feel like White's gonna play B5 then.
yeah. That's then if white plays b5, then black can put the knight on c5, and at least it's stable there. Although exchange can be sacrificed, but
Oh, that's a good point.
I don't know if yeah h4 yeah. So he's attacking the king. H5 is
Wow,
coming.
wow.
So it's unclear. It looks like white should have sufficient compensation for the pawn. He's got an initiative. Knight is on a6. So I think white has a very strong position probably. Queen f6 is possible here. That looks pretty scary.
Wow.
I don't know what the plan is on that. Maybe some kind of queen d8, try to but this h6 pawn is hard to defend. So I don't know, maybe there's some way to get the knight into the game from a6. But yeah, this looks like this bishop on d3 suddenly became very strong. Now it's there's all these mates coming on the diagonal potentially. So he's trading rooks first, and now he's probably looking queen e4 is a possible move. Queen f6 is possible.
Yeah, queen of 6 feels so nice. Both do, like you were saying. Um, so yeah, I'm definitely scared for Ethan right now. I will say this is looks like this will probably be the last game of the first time control. So if Ethan can lose 3 and then win 3 in a row, that would be amazing for him. So
Yeah, he's looking good. This position looks, I mean, yeah. Black is 2 pawns up, but
can
white has a ferocious attack here. Queen f8, that's a good move. He's defending h6. So I don't know what happened
oh
here. This
wow.
this
So
seemed to there should have been something better somewhere. Maybe not.
yeah, it feels
Maybe
like
this
the
is
queen on f8, it's like oddly placed, but it's defending everything. So everything's defended.
maybe where was the
Oh,
knight takes b4.
wow, bishop bishop b1 setting up queen e4. That's just a cool move.
Yeah, somehow black managed to survive this onslaught. I don't know how, but
Wait, are we
oh,
gonna see a repetition? Queen
there's some
d4?
crazy stuff. Bishop h7, king g7, so that doesn't
Oh,
work.
okay.
Queen a8, wow. Now, bishop e4. This is now the knight on b4 is kind of, I don't know. It's like weird. It's like offsides, but it's protected, so it can't be that bad. But yeah, queen a6 maybe here, but there's always queen e8. That's kind of scary. I guess king can be relatively safe on g7, but
Jeffrey says earlier maybe bishop takes a6 and then queen f6 instead of queen f6 when Chris played it. Um, so that's an interesting note.
yeah, yeah. There's still queen f8 though. I don't know if maybe there was a bishop takes a6.
And let's see here. So yeah, the
Yeah,
match timer is definitely uh done for the first time control. So after this game concludes, we're gonna take a 5 minute break if the players want to. I'm gonna suspect that they do want to take the 5 minute break, um, because it's so tightly contested. And then this match so far, I mean, and yeah. So I'll mute my mic and Mitch, you may hop off soon.
yeah.
Um, yeah. So.
Gonna
It's
have to run after this one probably.
wait, I may not be on the most.
Queen e2 was a nice move, preventing bishop g6. That was an annoying threat. So yeah, I don't know. If white doesn't have something concrete, then he's kind of down a pawn. He's in this pin. So this is tough.
Wow, wait, Ethan has 8 seconds or 10 seconds. Oh, that pawn was pinned.
Yeah, knight takes d5 is a nice move. Yeah, it's a unfortunate. White had a definitely a
Oh
fantastic
no.
position at some point, but yeah, black played very resourcefully and didn't allow anything immediate. And and it was difficult to find a knockout blow. So,
Wait.
oh
Oh my
my
gosh.
god.
Oh my god. What?
Oh
Oh,
my
dude.
god.
Oh, that's
Oh
oh my
no.
gosh. Okay. Okay, well, I'm gonna go mute my mic real quick and talk to the players.
That's really painful. Oh man.
Okay, so my mic is unmuted now. So looks like at 10:14 the games will resume. Um, are you? Yeah, you're still in here. So how have you felt about the play so far before you leave?
Yeah, I mean, there's been some wild turnarounds. This was just like maybe just didn't see the queen was on a certain square. or something, and then there was ones queen came from A2 to F7, delivered mate like that. So there's been some wild turnarounds, but yeah, I mean, there's really interesting games like material for initiative. That trade off very hard to evaluate those positions. So the players have been doing it well and very resourceful play from both sides. Honestly, super impressive. Like so far,
I
especially
agree.
in blitz, like really good.
I agree, dude. Like these positions are so wild, and like I just don't understand them. Michael earlier reacting, Queen B5, OMG. Yeah, Jeffrey saying double Botez Gambit? Question mark, exclamation point. And
Yeah,
Sabi, so Katie, Sabi Rip, RIP Ethan. Yeah. So I mean, it feels like Chris has gotten a couple swindles, with like in the time scrambles, but anything can happen in this speed chess game. So
yeah, yeah. No, they've been really back and forth. I mean, it's it's hard to tell what's gonna happen. I don't know. Like maybe it's gonna come down to the bullet, you know. So it's gonna be close for sure. But yeah, it's a little it's kind of like it's tough, like there's sudden shifts, like the heart starts beating fast, it's like the queen hangs, mate blunders and stuff, but yeah, with blitz with seconds on the clock, it's really like really difficult to play. So
cool.
but
Yeah.
the chess, once it's like 1 second on the clock, it stops being chess, then it's like something else, but the
Yeah.
chess has been honestly great, really interesting games, you know,
Yeah.
so
Yeah. So before you leave, I gotta ask you the impossible. Final prediction for who's gonna win after seeing these 6 games so far.
oof, I don't know, it's been close. I don't wanna like, I don't wanna,
You could jinx somebody.
but I'll give a prediction. I don't wanna jinx, my boy, but but I'm gonna do it anyway, so because I saw him. I'm gonna say
Okay.
he's gonna pull it out. It's gonna be a close match, but I think Chris is gonna pull it out, In the bullet, he's gonna find some big moves,
Okay.
and, yeah, that's the prediction.
Awesome. Well, yeah. Well, thanks for hopping in for some commentary. I really appreciate it. And I think everyone watching, you can definitely, chess wise, definitely see more than me. So I appreciate you hopping on.
Yeah, no, thanks for having me. That was a lot of fun.
Cool. Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, peace.
See ya. Amazing. Amazing. And it looks like we will most likely get Jeff to hop in and to commentate for some of this match. So let's see here if I can get it working. Life is hard. But I've been loving the game so far, and I think and it's so dramatic. This is like it's so dramatic. I love it. Let's see if I can figure out the Google Meet. Let's see. I wonder if we ever should add music to this stream. Um, I think it's possible. I forget the best way to do it, but I think it's definitely possible. More options, settings. Let me just go. Awesome. And it's almost 10:14. So as a reminder, they'll get started with the 3+1 portion, and we'll see what happens. I don't think anyone could correctly predict. It would be predict the results here. So we'll see. Alrighty. Looks like they started their game. Let me get it pulled up here. Uh, they are back to the Sicilian. The pin variation. Yes. Last time, Chris went e5, or last time I remember him doing it, he went e5 and they hopped and Ethan hopped in and let's see here. Admit. Hey, Jeffrey.
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you.
Awesome. You can hear me. Sweet. Perfect. Um, cool. Do you have the games pulled up?
Let me pull it up real quick. Yeah,
They have
remove
another
some tabs first.
Sicilian.
It's
Yeah, I always like one the good thing about streaming is that it forces me to close a bunch of tabs because uh, left on my own, I will have many of them open. So let's see. But looks like it's already getting a little bit wild here, with Chris giving up the e4 pawn for the g7 pawn, but Ethan is quick to trade off the queens, and structurally, Black has looks like they have a bit of an advantage with White having doubled c pawns, and the eighth pawn also being
Mhm.
isolated. So
Okay. Yeah, I think yeah, I think based on what happened already happened so far, I think in the long run, I think black is probably preferred. You just have like normal Nimzo type stuff, Bishop D7, Rook C8, like maybe Knight C5 first, and something like that. Or
yeah,
this also works. Oh yeah, there's also a pawn. Yeah.
yeah, that is.
um, okay, yeah. Bishop F3, Knight C5. Knight C5, Rook B, probably Knight Rook B8, Bishop D7. Uh, run the king to C7, and then or I guess you have to defend this
Oh,
first. I guess.
yeah. Wait, how do you defend that? Oh, Rook
Rook
F8.
F8.
Okay.
Yeah,
Simple,
yeah.
simple.
Or this.
That yeah, two ways to get the Rook to F8. Yes,
And
yes.
personally, I'm not a fan of like this version because as like what Rook D1 is trying to do, is eventually try to put pressure on the pawn, which might be a little bit annoying. But like, I mean, black could defend, but you might have to do some stuff to. You might do some twister type stuff to you know
I
get out
I
of it.
one thing that I do like about Black's position is that the center pawns, he does have the center pawns, although I don't know how you're gonna hang on to the D6 pawn.
Yeah, I think you have to chuck it at this point because yeah, because if you just did like a Rook F8, King E7 type stuff, I think he could probably hold off a little bit longer. But
Yeah.
like this version, he has to chuck. He probably has to chuck the D pawn.
Yeah, knight e4, I guess, is probably met with like bishop f3 to try to um take the d6 pawn, but okay. He's trying to hang on to it.
Let's see, 94. Okay, I guess that also works. But then also wait, 94 Bishop F3, or this also. Oh yeah, this is also annoying. Okay, you had to do with the tempo, and now yeah, I mean, okay, if knight b3 back, then e4, bishop e2, and then I guess rook d8, but like, but then you have rook d8, rook d2, rook d7, rook. Oh wait, this is annoying because wait, never mind. Wait, never mind. Actually, yeah, but like you're trying to save the one pawn, but at the cost of like having a bunch of positional weaknesses in the long run. Like that's the issue because like
Yeah, yeah, and you're going through this calculation just to see, but like imagine what the players are going through right now, trying to calculate whether he should take or whether he should try to defend it, whether he should. So it's
I
not
mean,
so simple, I
I mean,
guess.
I mean, White has probably definitely has some comp for the pawn, but like, yeah, I, as you probably saw from my match, I am definitely like none of us are engines, to say the least.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh my gosh, Ethan is so down on time. Wait, I
Yeah. Oh, I forgot
I,
about the part. Oh, yeah,
I just realized that.
I think that thing is like from what I know, it's like Chris is plays way more on plays a bit more online than Ethan. So I
Mm.
think that. So
I mean, we
this
saw
is
a couple like swindles by Chris there. So in the time scramble portion of the
yeah,
5+1 game. So
yeah, okay, yeah.
so it looks like Chris is bent on winning that D6 pawn probably.
I mean, he could, but okay, Rook F, or that also works, and then but you just take the pawn. Wait, is there knight a5 here? No, never mind. There isn't. Never mind. Thought there was knight a5 defending the pawn and attacking
Oh man,
b7, but like
this looks so good for Ethan. Um,
yeah, okay, yeah, but now he has so little time. Okay, f4, yeah. Okay. Uh, oh wait, huh? Okay.
I love your
Um,
reactions to this. This is
99, okay, 94. Wait, okay, Rook D was played, but like, um, I don't know about y'all. Was that just a free pawn on E2?
oh, he didn't try to take it though.
Um,
Probably
yeah,
yeah. Okay, so
like, like, you can just grab the pawn and run out, cash out.
yeah,
This is
probably.
okay. Yeah, okay. Ethan's kind of throwing a little bit of time trouble. Um, wait, how does like wait? How are you supposed to stop? Let's say king c3, and stuff. All right, all right. Okay, maybe not king c3. Maybe black king is just in time to help the pawn. But like this is probably worse. Okay, I don't like b5. Admittedly, I think. Is there just straight up? Hmm.
Well, I don't even know what's happening
Well,
here. Like it looks like
okay. Okay,
wow.
so somehow White's throwing it.
Yeah, like
No clue how.
Ethan just walked his king for like like four straight moves.
Okay. Exchange king d3
Wow. Yep. He
and
does it. He does it. This
e3
is
king d2. Yeah, this works. Yeah, yep. He got it.
he
He
got it.
has it. I mean, okay. This also works. Just king d2 is probably simpler, more direct.
Let me
Yeah,
see
there we go.
here.
And then if you sack, then you should be like then you just chase after the pawn. Okay, yeah, you're fine. Win. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Runs back and then too slow and then speed.
Let's see here. I do have to make sure I go send the second time control to the players.
Okay.
Let's see.
Okay. Okay. 95 c4. Yeah. Bishop a6 or this also works. Um. Is there h4 in this line or there's just b? Just stick with b3. Okay, this also works. Okay, bishop e7. Yeah, queen g4. Yep. Okay. Okay. Does this force bishop f8 back, or g6 it has to be played? Uh, yeah, maybe g6, and then you have to move the queen back to avoid d5 stuff.
All right, let me catch up to where you are. I just had to make sure that the
Uh,
time control was set up correctly. Um,
Weird Scotch game
wow.
sideline. Well, after you follow the main line for like 6 moves, well, 6 or 7 moves.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
This was an
um.
interesting decision by Ethan to
Uh.
start doing the Scotch because they were doing the Roy Lopez for the first time control.
Uh. I need to go check. But what does Ethan play in over the board tournaments?
I actually have no idea. And you
I
never
should
played
probably
him
go.
over the board, have you?
I haven't. I would have played him in CCL like one season when they had the individual Swiss stuff, but then he got eliminated pretty early in my division, so I didn't get to play him.
Oh, gotcha.
Uh, the only person in our bracket in like the entire playoffs who probably has played him is Avery because they're from the same county in New York.
Oh, wait, what? I actually didn't know that.
Like I think like their hometowns are like 10, 15 minutes apart. No joke. Like
That's
the towns listed when you had to look up like the old article of Avery. Remember?
no way. Yeah, that's awesome. Awesome. Yeah, I love that old article of Avery when he's 7 with piles and piles of trophies. That is amazing.
Oh yeah, having the intelligence of an adult at age 8 is
Like, that's
funny.
so funny. Like, who, like,
Who came up with this?
yeah.
Um,
And I think was it Spencer who said he has the intelligence of a 7-year-old as an adult? That's amazing too. That's or maybe it was someone else who said that. I also think that's so funny. The screen is lagging. Oh, it's all fixed now? Okay, good. Good, good, good. Yeah,
okay, let me go check.
yeah, just a note for the stream. Yeah, it is kind of I'm in a different location as you can tell from the lighting in the room that than I usually am. Uh, so just beware. I've streamed this is my third location I've streamed at. So, but this is the one with the most spotty Wi-Fi.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you know.
yeah. I thought it was something happening on Mitch's end.
Oh, wait, how bad is it? Well, and like, does it happen often, or is it mostly okay, or
It's like 50-50.
50-50? Okay.
I'd say like every. I mean, I'm not really following the stream, but when I was following the stream when Mitch was commentating, it was like I'd say like every 5 seconds there was a small break in between.
Oh, okay. Well, it could be worse. It could be worse. Like,
Yeah, good.
yeah, yeah. I'm currently at my parents' house in Waynesboro. My like I streamed at my girlfriend's house once, but then she works early tomorrow morning, so I was like, I can't wake her up. I can't keep her up. So let me go to to someone else's house in this town, a bit away from the university. So oh, just when I was adjusting something. Okay, good, 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 good. Wow,
Okay.
this is such a
Yeah.
weird position. I assume
Okay.
castle queen side. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I just had to make sure that. Okay. Just had to make sure there's no like weird stuff with the queen takes b2, knight d2, and then you sack the rook for two pieces or something. I had to make sure that was not a thing. Because after instead of let's say instead of long castles, does it, I was wondering if queen takes b2 worked, but I guess it doesn't because I think there's bishop takes c6 check, and that's really annoying to deal with.
Oh, are you talking about before Chris castled?
Yeah, I was wondering
Oh,
that. I was wondering that thing, but I forgot about the bishop takes a check. If it
yeah.
did it, you could probably get away with it, but also bishop h6 rears its ugly head again.
Oh, checkmate threat. Will Ethan see it? He
Oh
saw
god,
it.
disconnected.
Okay.
Let's see,
F5.
f5. Okay. Um. Probably bishop b1.
I like how.
Or I don't like this decision, admittedly,
Oh,
because of weak light squares, but like
that was an
um
interesting decision to trade out to get the
okay
black's dark squared bishop.
okay, okay you have the trade off of dark square bishop. If you don't, you're just like, what are you doing? You're busted. You're like busted position.
Although,
Um
wait, hold up. Wait, rook takes and knight b5.
yeah, knight b5.
Is that's a fork? You're attacking the. Do you want to take on a7? I assume you do.
Knight takes a7, king b8, knight b5 back, and then bishop a6 is probably a little bit annoying. Okay,
Oh, oh, I see. I see your point.
yeah, and I mean, you kind of do help white with the attack, but then also, I guess this. Like, actually, do you really
Wow,
want to do that? Do you
wow,
really want to do that?
wow. It's
Actually,
in this position now that Chris is actually the
okay,
one
okay.
with so low time.
Oh, no, 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 no. What
Oh
the?
no.
Um,
Yeah, rook c1, right?
um.
Yeah. Oh, but then bishop blocks and then.
Wait, okay, hold on. When I take c7, wait, isn't it? Wait, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Uh, okay, I'm just trying to figure out if there's some weird stuff with like.
Oh,
Okay,
wait. Yeah, it looked like it worked. I really thought it worked until it didn't.
yeah,
That's
okay.
that's not good.
Um,
Nah,
I
the
was wondering
faulty
if
sacrifice.
um.
Although, wait, hold up. This is not so easy. Uh,
Wait,
rook.
maybe it might have been knight takes a7 and then knight c6. It might have been
Wait,
that
wait.
instead
Why?
instead instead of stacking on c7 because you just take the pawn and you just like destroy the black's defenses, and your attack is running faster than.
Whoa! What the things that are
What's
happening in this
going What's
game
going on?
is wild. Oh my gosh. Like I thought Ethan just got it back, got the position back to okay, but then that happened.
D4. Yeah, run. Um, Queen E7. Okay, this also. Queen F6.
Wow. Wait. Oh my
What?
gosh. He flagged Chris.
In maiden one, bro. Maiden one. Queen F6 mate. Holy.
Oh my god. And yeah, we're saying that, Chris, oh yeah, Chris plays more online chess than Ethan and he's, he, but no, like swindles are not meant only for Chris. But it works both ways. It works
Uh,
it works both
uh,
ways. Oh my gosh.
oh, okay. Okay. How much did chess.com pay Ethan? Does he has a staff icon?
Yeah,
I think probably possibly from being an intern. I don't know exactly, but
yes, I believe Ethan was an intern the same time I was, I believe, which was, or maybe Ethan was an intern for longer, but I believe he was an intern for summer of 2022. Wait, no, 2023. Sorry, my bad. 2023. Just like me. So, and I don't know. Wait, am I allowed to reveal how much they pay? I think I am,
I
but
mean, did you sign an NDA? If
I don't.
not,
I
go
don't think
ahead.
so. Yeah, I don't think. I don't think so. I think the only thing I signed was like, it's okay, the normal HR stuff. But I don't think I had an NDA. But well, actually, he was an engineering. He was a different type of intern. So actually, I realized they could be paying different things to different interns.
Wait, what
But
were you interning as?
I was the strategic partnerships intern. So I was on the business development team.
Oh,
So
hmm.
it was cool. I got to learn about like um some things like the Duolingo partnership and the Clash of Clans partnership before everybody else did. Um,
Oh,
but and there's some things I still know that I can't say. Like I would probably get in trouble if I said. So it's kind of cool. You learn all the. Oh wow, wait, hold
hmm.
up. Knight B5 and then knight back to A6. That's really interesting.
Yeah, I think Carnegie Mellon had at least like a couple people, a couple of the current students that intern at some
Uh,
point. I think Ethan and someone else. I don't remember who. I
oh,
maybe probably Katie could probably
uh,
tell
Ka-
us. But,
Katie said, "Yo, Ethan goaded." the the Ethan lovers and the Chris lovers out there, very dramatic. As a lover, that would be very very dramatic. Um,
should have gotten Rick thrown in. We have like a 2700 in the bracket. That would be wild.
wait, where is Rick or
Rick's son, Carnegie Mellon.
Carnegie? Wait, really? Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I think I remember seeing them from the amateur team East Post. I think he
Yeah, I
also
think
went to amateur team
yeah,
East.
I think him, Ethan, and a couple others were on the same team.
Oh, well, also shout out to you guys. Carnegie Mellon has a great social media page. I was actually like not even joking, taking notes. I was just like, wow, this is really good. This is really funny. I really like this. Like, so actually, really great.
Yeah,
Ethan and
yeah,
Ashley were
yeah,
both interns.
yeah. That's yeah.
Fun fact:
There's
Duolingo
also
was founded at CMU. Oh my gosh, that's that's actually wild. Um,
shout out Carnegie Mellon for that grudge match versus Georgia Tech when I think Katie and Ashley were commentating and they were wondering, "Am I a robot?"
that's funny. That's funny. We brought him out of retirement. Okay.
Yeah,
All right. Well,
yeah.
it's annoying. Chess players get so good, and they're like, I don't want to play chess anymore. Come on,
Uh,
no, no, you gotta, no, 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 you gotta keep
uh,
playing. Okay.
Yeah,
Shout out to
yeah, I think
Ashley.
yeah. From what I heard from Rick, yeah, Rick only stopped because of COVID, because he was like, because when he entered college, it was like COVID was just ending, the pandemic restrictions were
Oh,
all ending. So like, I think he's basically year.
gotcha, 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 gotcha.
Okay, back to the game. What the heck happened?
Yeah,
All I know
side
is
that a huge aside, a huge, a huge aside. Um,
um
Trade City.
uh yeah, I kind of like black because all pawns are on the same side. Knights are probably preferred practically. What the what? Queen E2? What?
Whoa.
Huh?
Attacking the bishop.
Bishop takes d5. Bishop takes d5, but you can't take on d2 because of bishop takes f7 check, winning the queen.
Oh, damn. That's. Oh no. I
Rip.
guess I guess Ethan probably missed that detail of check. Maybe that was it. Um. Wow. But it's amazing how quickly a huge exchange happened earlier. It's just like takes. Like the queen side just completely got cleared, and now this tactic here, bishop takes d5. So it's kind of tough.
Ooh, yeah, that's gonna be rough. Yeah, I was wondering. Okay, how are you supposed to? Yeah, I think after queen d6, you had to play queen d4
Oh, but to
potentially.
answer your question, Michael, earlier, um, I did I basically had to research companies and like find out like which person is a good person to contact at the company and like research like what previous partnerships they did and also come up with ideas. Um, there's actually a college chess podcast with Joe and Max, I think, and Mauricio, where they're interviewing one of the previous strategic partnerships interns that you can listen to. He kind of goes into it a bit as well. So, just a fun fact.
What episode was that? Because was that before or
Er,
after our
er,
episodes?
early. It was like
Uh,
episode 2 of season 1 or
oh,
episode 3 of
oh,
season 1.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
that's well before either of us got in, or like Ash, or I think Ashley and Katie got on.
Yes. Yep, that is very true.
Well before that.
So, okay, so Chris was able to maintain the peace and n-
Knight g4. Yeah, it's.
wait, oh my gosh, wait. How
How are
do
you
you
supposed
defend
to
these
defend that?
threats? Yeah, exactly. I was like, okay.
Knight g6. Yep, that's a queen.
Oh no. Okay.
Uh,
Chris is striking back.
yeah, yeah, okay, yeah. Ethan is definitely probably the stronger player, but I think him being a bit rusty in online chess was the main thing.
Whoa, they're playing some. Wait, is was this the same thing they played before? Is
Slight difference. No, the queens were not on the e file.
Oh, okay. So is Chris? No, yeah, is Chris changing it up a little bit by putting
Yeah,
the
yeah.
queens on the e file?
I think he's kind of remembering theory because he's kind of switching. As I said in the last time, I think the last match we covered for him, he
Oh,
said he was switching openings a bit.
that's a good
So he's
point.
quite,
That's a good point. That's a good point. Uh,
yeah, he's now an E45 player after switching from the Caro for whatever reason. I couldn't tell you why, but
Honestly, the Scotch seems so much fun and like dynamic. You get such weird, wacky positions. Like I don't know. I think I should start playing the Scotch because it's so funny looking.
I feel like it's yeah, there are definitely some interesting lines, but I think there are definitely other lines with like you want to bang your head against a wall.
That's funny.
Because I
Wow.
used to play it, but then I don't know. I don't know what happened. I just stopped. Honestly, I don't know why.
Well, D6 was an interesting move that like
Um,
that that opens up White's bishop, but then also undoubles your pawns if you want to. Oh, whoa. Oh, king's in
yeah,
the center of the board now.
you can take it the king, you can take it the king, and then queen takes, and then I think you just hide on c1. I think, and then maybe, and then I yeah, that's what I suspect. Or you just block the queen first, and then hide on c2 or c1. I guess.
Yeah, this is
Yeah, I
this
mean,
seems
I'm assuming it has to be a queen d3. Yeah, that's like the only thing that makes sense. My
yeah.
yeah. Oh, okay. Honestly, I don't know. Yeah, trade queens practically. Engine might not like it, but like you save yourself a lot of trouble in
Mm.
the short run.
Okay, and just a side
Um,
note, there is about 7 minutes of the clock remaining for the second time control. So I assume so probably two more games, most
yeah,
likely.
unless this game stretches out for a while, I don't actually. No, never mind. We have enough. We have another game. Yeah, we can probably squeeze
Yeah.
another game.
Well,
Okay. I don't know if I like c5 necessarily because then you have to defend the pawn after 97. But like personally, I rather just trade off like one bit and then play against like split queenside pawns, stuff like that. Pieces get traded off, so there's less things attacking your king out in the open,
So you're
But
saying you would want to try to find more trades?
or at least I would rather try to I'd rather not have to defend like C5 makes sense, but if only if you can push your queen side.
Oh, I see. I see what you mean.
I mean, the nice thing is that you fix the pawns on the white squares, but I'm not personally in a blitz game. I'd rather not have to calculate. Oh, can I move my bishop? Can I? How am I supposed to defend everything on the queen side and then try to push and everything?
I kind of want to put this bishop on d6 now. Like play bishop
Um,
e5, bishop d6, and
okay.
if you attack me, I'll just snap off your knight if you go knight e4. Like
Um,
like that knight looks annoying. Like I might take it if I was
um,
playing, but I don't know if that's
yeah,
good or
I,
not.
I don't know. I kind of would have just preferred to just double the pawns, honestly. But I don't know. Maybe if if C5 wasn't played or like C.
Whoa! Wow. This f4, f5, f6. Full send it. Full send it. Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
probably very good.
I think it was kind of probably forced. Otherwise, you could run into discover attacks and whatnot.
Yeah. And so it
Okay,
feels like Ethan just
King
has more
E3,
space.
King E3. I think is probably the okay. I guess this also works, but personally, I just want to do King E3, so I cover the E pawn advance. I defend the bishop, which defends the pawn on C5 that you pushed a while back, and now I will probably have to defend for a little bit potentially, and then you can use your rooks to do whatever else. But the bishop on D5 is just purely defensive for the most part, except attacking B3.
I'm not gonna lie, 99% of that went straight over my head, but I think you're right.
Okay, yeah.
That, yeah.
Yeah. Basically, me want to stop pawn.
Okay. Thank you for the simplification. That's good.
Me stop pawn. Me stop activity. Sort of.
Cool. So okay. So do you think Ethan's gonna play h5 or like what's the idea? Are you gonna go g? Do you plan on pushing your pawns one more square?
Um, I mean, maybe H5 trade off on the H file, and then we either threaten F7 in the future, or you try to double up on the H file. I
Ooh,
guess.
doubling up on the h file looks so appealing if Chris would allow that.
Yeah, I
Um,
don't. Yeah, unfortunately, especially since part of the C5 stuff, and then now the A4 thing on the queen side. Yeah, this might be annoying. Uh,
yeah.
okay, I think. Okay, I think engine claims equality practically at black.
Yeah, no, yeah, I haven't seen the Eva at all, and I would be like, oh yeah, like I would be so confident as black right now. I'd be like, oh yeah, this looks whoa, whoa,
Uh,
whoa,
wait,
wow,
H. I
spoke too
mean,
soon. Um,
uh, yeah, this is part of the concern.
although you could probably take on a2 and try to trade one pair of rooks, right? Just like
Um,
that might be okay.
uh,
Whoa,
but for one thing, I mean, you're now utterly passive. Rooks are disconnected. Yeah, okay, yeah. Now everything's coming with tempo.
whoa, yeah, initiative, initiative, and looks like there's still another 2 minutes
Um,
of the match clock left for the second time control. So,
okay, bishop takes a2.
oh man,
Yeah, I mean that's a free
takes
rook. That's a rook.
you don't. Oh yeah, good point,
And,
good point.
and also, yeah, that f pawn is a bit of a traitor,
Oh my
sort of.
gosh, dude. This is so stressful for both the Ethan lovers and the Chris lovers. Like, dude, it's like it it goes because like Ethan wins two, wins three, and then like Chris wins three, wins two back. Like, what? Dude. Oh my God.
Queen a5. Is there some e4? Okay, queen h. Okay, queen h5, knight g5 stuff. Okay, it's a funky line that I've actually had to look
Wait,
at because I
did you
do
say
actually play
knight? Did you say knight G5 after
yes,
queen H5? That's
yes.
wild. What?
To get queen trades
Oh, oh okay. Gotcha.
and some other stuff but I know that I forget where exactly, but there's some weird lines where if if black doesn't play accurately their opening, they could run into let's say get overrun in the center or really short on space with the queen potentially if they do queen a5 queen h5 what belligerent a king side attack. stuff.
I will say, like in general, these Kings Indian defense games have been really entertaining. Uh, like
Um,
this is fun.
okay. If I'm playing black, probably trade queens, take on f3, and then I don't know, maybe take on f3. Yeah, yeah, or something on the sword. Yeah, knight d7, and then e5, knight c5 type stuff. I guess something of that sort.
King's
So that
Indian stuff. Oh, okay, but now e5 does not work.
okay, you probably have to trade. I think trade queens and e5, or take on f trade queens, trade take on f3 once, and then e5 maybe.
If if you took queens here, Kevin Hemingway from Shippensburg would say that's ridiculous. He does not like trading queens when there's a staring contest like this on b3 and b6. Uh, so, but you have a specific idea of forcing e5 to happen,
Yeah, yeah, and
I
also you
guess.
kind of double the pawns on the queen side, anyways. So, like,
Hmm.
and I mean, keep going. See. Hmm. Uh, yeah, yeah, trade queens. Yeah, probably. I mean, I don't know what else you were supposed to do. Yeah, okay, knight b4 is also an idea. I guess. I guess you want to cover any, if you want to play c5 and try to cover any knight d5 stuff, but obviously you're not playing c5 net right now.
Yeah,
You're not
good
gonna.
point. So rook d2, is that purely just covering knight c2, or is it?
Yeah, yeah, I guess so. So that there's no like,
Oh, and unpinning. Okay.
um, hmm.
Oh man.
I don't know. I don't know about 91, honestly.
Well, it allows f4 gaining a connect four, although
Yeah.
Ethan
Okay.
stops connect four
This
possibilities.
now 95. Anyone? Okay. Okay. I don't know. I don't
Wait,
know.
so that's so the b3 is probably undefendable?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That. Okay.
And yep, the second time control timer says it is over. So after this game, so oh man, this is interesting because after this game, one person will have the advantage. After the or will have the lead, I should say, unless it's a draw. I guess
Yeah.
small caveat, unless it's a draw.
Yeah.
But
Okay. Okay. Bishop takes. Pawn takes. Knight. Oh wait. No. Not. No. Not. Don't do bishop takes. Oh shoot. This could be
wait,
dumb.
what's wrong with bishop takes?
C takes.
C takes.
Rook attacks on b4.
Oh, yeah. Okay, gotcha,
I
gotcha.
forgot. I forgot he could take that way. Not the, he doesn't have to take with the e pawn. Okay, okay. You're still getting the. Okay, now you're still getting. Yeah, a5's clutch. You can take b3 cleanly. And
Nice,
now I
nice.
guess rook c8, rook
The
fc8, and then you just run down the side. Run down the
the
side.
the bishop on g2 just feels so bad. Although he's trying to clear open the diagonal a little bit, I guess. But I just oh wow, connect
Okay.
four.
Okay. Just ignore. Don't even bother. Rook c5
Rook c5.
or this.
Oh wow. I assume you probably
Although
take
I kind of don't like. Okay, okay, yeah,
double.
yeah. I would rather trade once and then rook c8. But okay, like I guess this is fine. I mean, this is okay. Now you is 94 forced? Yeah, yeah. Okay. Knight cb3.
Knight
Atta
c.
atta attacking b2 and e5.
I like it. I like it. That seems pretty simple.
Okay, yeah.
And so Chris should get, or actually, I guess he doesn't get his pawn back.
Um, wait. Okay. How are we supposed to defend a d6 though? Is it just king f8 now?
Probably. So to meet
Yeah.
knight b5 with king e7, like you were saying.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, black is up a pawn after all.
That's fair. I forgot Black was the one that was up a pawn. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. That's the issue with the
That's what
bishop
I'm saying,
before knight
Michael.
c5.
That's what I'm saying, Michael. You cannot ignore connects four. You can never ignore it connects four.
Okay. Okay. Knight takes d5. Knight takes d5. Anyone? Like
Oh, I
three.
mean, yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
I mean, yeah. Okay. I don't know about that. What the?
yeah. Okay, knight takes b5
Uh,
now.
okay. Take
I
on. Oh wait. Is he, oh he's probably is no he can't do a3 unfortunately. He has to do take yeah, it's take there. I think he had to take on d5 and then push maybe because then you're just up like well, like 2 pawns. This version
whoa.
I don't know about this version. You probably have to bail out. Okay. Oh no no no
Oh, wait.
no.
Wait. Oh, that was a piece? Oh my gosh.
He had to do 93. He had to do 93. 93 and
Well,
either attack d5 or run to f1 or g4 attacking h2 and
oh man,
you
dude.
know
Dude,
this is gonna be a
man, I didn't even comprehend that. That took me a second. I was just like I was taken aback by then. And as a reminder, after this game is over,
oh
players
no.
will most likely take a 5-minute break. So,
Okay, this is okay. That's
okay, let me see here.
no.
Okay, awesome. So at they're taking a 5-minute break. So at 10:56 they'll start the games again. And yeah, Michael, not no, like 983 just hung a piece. It's just like whoa, whoa, like oh okay, um, that happened. That hung a piece. So that is that is a wild turn of events. How have you felt about the game so far, Jeff?
Definitely wild and back and forth. This is
Yeah,
definitely going to come down to the wire, but I think Chris might be slightly favored, honestly,
yeah. I mean, yeah,
on
it's
account of like over the online experience. Uh,
yeah. I don't even know what to think anymore. I don't know. It's it's been really entertaining, that's for sure. No draws, no draws.
I mean,
I think. Wait, who had the draws? Was it you and Avery that had a couple? Yeah, you and Avery had a couple draws
I
earlier
had
today.
like Avery went what was it? 1 win, 3 draws, and like 11 losses. I think almost adopted him, unfortunately, but I threw it.
Yeah. Yeah, it was just like how Avery almost adopted Skylar. Almost, but wasn't quite able to get it.
Yeah,
So,
the
um,
only way the adoption would have worked in my case was if you flip my only loss to a win, or you flip the 2 draws at the very end, the bullet portion to wins. That's the only way.
yeah. Yeah. And yeah, and in terms of your guys' match, it was only like was it 12 and a half to 3.5, right? So that's
12 and a half to
16
2.5.
2.5. So that's 15 games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So right now it's 6 to 11. So that's or it's 6 to 5. I mean, combining to 11 games so far. So, but I feel like so they're probably going to complete more games than you two. But you guys like played out so many end games. Like these like with Ethan and Chris, it's like I don't I mean like they haven't reached that many or haven't gone that deep into end games by comparison, I guess.
Yeah, I think in like more so in this match's case, there's a bunch of just sudden blunders at the very end and simplify the process quite a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Whereas like it was in my case, it was pretty much like one of both of us were going down to time trouble or something. Mostly Avery, but occasionally I would do more. But at
Mhm.
least in bullet, I would definitely be in the time trouble.
Yeah. 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 So, What do you know about? Do you know anything about Chris or Ethan in Bullet? Do you know how much they play at all or anything?
Uh, I've only seen like the Stroudsburg Chess Club like Rapid or Blitz stuff, but like that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Bullet, I okay. Ethan doesn't play much online, as far as I know. I know, and then Chris might play occasionally Bullet, I think, but I think he's
Hmm.
mostly Blitz.
Yeah. So yeah. So in other words, it's gonna be absolutely insane. It was whatever happens in the Bullet. It's yeah. We have no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, so yeah. What are the openings we've seen so far? We've seen, of course, King's Indian, that Ethan has been playing. And then Ethan has also switched to the Scotch instead of the Roy Lopez like in the first time control. So I wonder if we're going to see a different opening with E4 again, if Ethan's going to change it or keep the Scotch. Um,
Um, who knows? Also,
I think
is it breakover or
almost. Not
oh,
10:56 when we'll
okay?
start again.
I was about to say.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, it'll be interesting. Like I think like Chris got a really good position with the when he played Queen E7 and Queen E2 was played. So I wonder if there'll be any changes.
Okay.
All right, the games are about to begin. Let's see here. Okay, we're seeing another Sicilian. So same opening, Maroxy bind formation that Chris has been playing
Yeah.
for this entire match so far.
Yeah. Yeah. I couldn't find exactly what Ethan plays against E45, but I know he's a con Sicilian player, at least in over the board tournaments.
And Con Sicilian, is that just E6 on move two? Is that what the Con Sicilian is?
E6 A6.
A6. Oh, okay, E6 A6. Okay. Yes, there's a lot of different Sicilians I've learned.
Okay. Okay. I'm already liking Black's position pretty nicely. Like pretty solid. You covering every single like bad square technically. Uh, yeah, and you basically have like what was it like the hedgehog setup? I think it's called.
I just note for everyone watching, the screen is gonna not update for the chats for a bit. I'm updating a minor thing. I'm updating the clock right now, so the uh, the thing won't update. And Michael, you're saying Chris is a bullet god. All right, all right. So I think Michael has confidence in Chris to pull it through. The Chris lovers will be happy to hear that. So let's see.
Okay, wild exchanges of sorts, and yeah, black is up. Game went back up a pawn. Okay, if I'm playing black, king f8 probably, or okay, rook e8, good. Yeah, 95 was pretty much forced. Okay. Just had to make sure there was no rook 97. Good. Yeah, okay. Got to attack. Yeah, this is probably like the annoying thing. Okay, maybe. Yeah, this is the annoying thing because like white has just enough pieces for counterplay, but even if like they're
But
technically
I mean,
worse.
3 pawns is 3 pawns though. So
Yeah, okay, yeah.
uh,
Now this is just a very technical win. If you got rid of like one, either the rook or the knight, this is probably a pretty clean win.
yeah, that's a good point.
Uh,
Push P, simple man. This is what I'm talking about.
rook takes h2. Anyone? This also
Oh,
works.
wait, does that work? Wait, rook takes h2.
I mean, if you just want to
Oh,
really
okay, I see.
just promote, bro. There's no mate.
That's funny.
Okay, yeah, there we go. That'll do it.
Yeah, yeah. I was like, is there really no mate? But okay.
Yeah, it's not fast. If there's king g4 already, like if white had two moves, yeah, king g4 h5 probably is
Okay.
probably pretty rough.
And people were saying Chris is the bullet god, but it looks like Ethan might be the one to get the first
Is that just
thing.
mate, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is mate.
All right.
Plus 12. Yeah, plus 12 for this? Okay, yeah, this is Ponzi ended.
Wait.
Oh god.
Wait, hold up.
Huh?
Look at the bullet ratings here. Like,
Yeah,
uh, Ethan might be the bullet god. Yeah. Um, wow. That's
I mean,
he is.
I forgot about this opening, to be honest. Well, I only remembered after Levy
I
tried
think
to
I think
reintroduce it to me.
yeah. Like he's 300, roughly 300 points higher rated than Chris and Bullet. That's actually wild. Like I don't think we haven't seen someone be a higher seed in Blitz, but then be a lower seed, but then would be lower rated in Bullets, in the match yet. So this is a very interesting dynamic, and so
Hmm.
already the scores are even.
I'm gonna check. Yeah, it's pretty much flat. I don't think he's really played.
Okay,
Hmm.
okay, so it's
I
been a
mean,
while.
to be fair, he might have done rated versus like what was it? His first round opponent Riley, but it was like 900 point gap. So like he got nothing if it was rated.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Like I was like for example, like even in my case, I was playing what was it max in the first round. Like I gained nothing, and all the games were rated.
Yeah, yeah. I did mention in a couple of matches, but I should probably make it more clear that if both players agree for it to be unrated, they can. It can be, but by default it's rated. So
Okay,
I guess
okay,
I should start mentioning that explicitly. Like basically, my philosophy is that like this is the default, but if anybody wants it different, as long as both players agree for the change, then it's okay. So um,
okay. I don't know what black what is doing. This looks okay. I don't
yeah.
know what black is doing. It like they just
What
seem like they just threw their advantage. What the huh?
there so many pawns were just thrown, as in like thrown forward.
Okay,
Uh,
okay. Oh, there's knight f7 if the bishop moves. Ooh. Oh, okay. Unless there's a specific way you can defend that. Is it rook f5?
Rook f5.
Huh?
Is it?
Yeah, yeah.
What?
There's rook f5, right? Does that just like dislodge
Wow.
the knight?
I'm very
Yeah, rook
confused.
d2, rook d2. This
Wait,
is what
what? Whoa. Rook d2? Wait.
Wait,
Okay.
hold on. Oh, it might have been clutch. Oh, it's clutch.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no, no. I mean, if it clutches, it
Uh,
works. Take one, yeah.
okay. Oh man, like
Okay.
it's actually very scary. Like to okay, this is the point where the match clock matters a lot. And
Rook e4. Yeah, rook
I
e4. Yeah, rook c4, and then yeah, run the king to beat. Run the king. Okay, this also works. Yeah. Your rook
oh
e4,
man,
rook b6, knight d5.
oh man,
Yeah, yeah, good. Push.
it's like
King e3.
Ethan,
King e3 is
Ethan
a
just
chuck it.
yeah,
Queen.
Ethan just has so much more time. Like he doesn't he's not gonna flag. This is not a flaggable position.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, he did this version of ladder. Okay, works.
wow.
Okay,
Okay.
okay. This is good. How much? I need to see the
Oh
match
yes.
clock.
Currently there are is 8 minutes left. 8 minutes left. So potentially three more games. Potentially.
Okay, so
I actually, we haven't specified exactly what we're going to do if a match ends with the same amount of points. Do you know what
oh
the
yeah,
SEC does when with the same amount of points?
I honestly have no clue.
Yeah, because I assume you just play one more game. That's my assumption. You play one
Yeah.
more game. I don't think you go straight to Armageddon, but
No, I don't think it's Armageddon. I thought it was something along the lines of like you need to win by at least 2 points or something of that sort.
that would also make sense. So, but the fact that this is a possibility, actually this is a decent possibility that it could happen. Uh,
I
is
think
is
we should have
actually insane.
accounted for this a lot earlier. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes, yes, yes. It was definitely less relevant for the round of 16 with
Yeah,
those huge
by
rating
far.
disparities, but this, I mean, talk about closely contested. Just like six versus six going into, or
Okay,
after before this last game just finished. Like, wow, talk about
okay,
close match.
yeah, okay. Don't hang 93.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, yeah. G5. Okay, maybe G5 to cement your knight in, but this also works. Yeah, yeah. Trade queens, and I think I like black practically. Although your bishop is probably gonna be okay. Bishop at eight, c8. I think.
How do you defend this pawn? Oh, you don't. Oh, you
Um,
just push. Okay,
yeah.
gotcha, gotcha.
Uh, yeah. Just yeah. Bishop c8, and honestly, like you're safe. Okay, G5 probably. I don't know what. Okay. Oh wait. Oh yeah, that is also an issue. How are you supposed to defend? Is there 96 check potentially, or oh, this also works. You have to yeah, you have to do something like this.
Wow, wow. This is some wild
Ugly,
defense.
ugly but necessary.
Okay.
I don't, yeah, I think you might have had to take first and then the king f6 because there might be f4 in certain. Okay, I don't know about this version because I kind of want to just like put a king in the center or something like this, or maybe there might be a knight f3 check. Yeah, yeah, well.
Yeah.
Um. Okay, how much of the
Yeah.
match clock do we have? Okay,
Oh my
60 minutes.
gosh.
That's not 35.
Yep,
Oh,
yep, yep. Five and
okay,
a half
okay,
minutes.
clutched. Okay, clutched. Clutch on that end.
Ooh, okay.
Take on d5. That'll
Oh
do it.
no.
That'll do it.
This is
Uh,
this is very ugh.
very precarious.
Yeah, like I would hate this because like you're down a pawn
Okay.
and
I don't know about this version, but like, okay. I guess if yeah, this is okay. I don't know about this version. This version seems weird. I'm not gonna lie.
his well connected pass pawns seem pretty nice.
I mean, yeah, but I think I'm not sure if like does white just have a okay? I guess with the pawns on the other side, there might be a blockade or wait. Okay, I
Does he
think
have
if does white have a blockade or like a weird like tack a
Oh,
really
okay.
a really weird like blockade along because of the two pawns trying to convert on the other side potentially.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right that like actually white just
Or is
holds
there
here.
or is there some weird engine line that gives black an advantage? Because there's like
Oh, I see. So black is just like trying to get the pawns on the queen
is this
side
okay?
now.
Okay, does that doesn't
Oh,
okay?
oh,
No, it doesn't hang. He's safe enough. That
Oh my
one's a
gosh.
runner.
Okay. So it
Okay.
should be
Okay, this is a clean draw.
yeah, first draw of the match. Okay.
Okay, there's enough time for like maybe I'd
Two
say
two more maybe?
yeah, pretty much.
Like, but if it goes into an end game though, Ethan could stall if it's possible. Oh wait, I need to look up what they
Okay,
do.
I don't know about y'all, but uh, okay, yeah. Technically, I think I'm not sure if Ethan's low key trolling, but like I just remembered I don't think Bishop E3 is a theoretical move in this line. I forget what the exact move because I don't play the damn the Ponziani at all.
Oh, the Ponziani. Oh my gosh.
What is it? Let me go check. C3, knight f6, d4, knight takes c4. Yeah, d5. Yeah, d5. Okay. Bishop c5, and yeah. Okay, I remember d takes c6 was the move, but like, and then technically, like the only move that at least that's holding for black is taking on f2 with the bishop with check. But like, yeah, some weird theoretical stuff happens that I don't quite remember off the top of my head. And okay, as I speed it up, and now we just trade off a bunch of pieces. Does c5 like shred open the entire thing? Okay, c5. I think you have to do c5. Like I think you had to shred open the queen side.
Really, as white. Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
I think you had to do it c5 immediately because because I don't know.
Oh, that's a
Or maybe,
fork.
or maybe
Oh my
rook d1 and
gosh.
then c5. Oh, okay. This version. Ooh. Okay, I don't like this version. Oh, okay, this is also kind of part of the reason why I don't like the entire expansion, the entire light square, pushing b5, but rather just like keep everything steady because of stuff like this.
Wow, this is a lot of pawns. That
Um.
wait, no, it's not a lot of pawns.
Okay.
It's just one pawn.
Okay. That's gonna be rough. Okay. Oh yeah, it's gonna be. Okay, if
Uh,
eighth pawn was gone. Okay. Okay. Okay.
oh my gosh,
Final
all
game
the pawns are
decided.
dropping. Wow.
Uh. Okay. Oh, okay. This is gonna be wild. Okay, depends on when this game ends. Depending on when this game ends, this could force an overtime.
Yeah,
Or
actually, yeah, like literally, yes. I actually don't know. Um, wow.
honestly, practically, just
I think
white should probably resign this and play the next game because that's gonna happen regardless.
yeah. So I think okay, if this goes to overtime, I think we should just probably decide. I'm glad you're here to get so I can get feedback on this. So probably just two more games. We can just and then
Okay, I need. In the meantime, I should probably go check my Ponziani theory.
okay.
Why does knight take f2? Okay, queen d5.
Oh my gosh. Wait, yeah, the
Okay.
work was just hanging. And okay, simple. And
Okay, we have enough time for the game because there's no shot that black is gonna like extend the timeout to the very end and force like an OT if so.
yeah. Okay.
And,
Okay, it's going to the final game. This is the final game. Oh my god, even score in the final game. Oh my god.
oh, Trumpowski. Okay, h4 or bishop. Okay. Oh man. Okay. Okay. I guess.
Sorry, Michael, that the stream wasn't updating there. I was on a different browser and it was like messing up the OBS capture. But okay, we're here now. Final game. Um, you could not have scripted this any better. Okay, so if this is a draw, then we will have to go to overtime. That is the only result um, that would go to.
Oh,
And if it is a draw, I'm gonna go talk to the players for a little bit, and just let them know.
Okay. Does d4 just hang, or does white have some crazy stuff to hold it off? Okay, I guess not. Um.
Wow.
Okay. King H8.
Yeah, necessity.
Okay. Okay, knight A4, queen B4, right?
This is scary looking for black, but
Yeah, I think taking the pawn was just poison, just straight poison. 966. Okay, maybe
oh
not.
my
Maybe.
gosh, they're just coming in.
Huh? No.
Wait.
Is that just a? Oh shoot.
Wait, was that just a piece? Oh yeah, yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah.
Has to play it out. He has to play it out.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, what else is there to do? Um, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, that concludes it. Let me go, oh wait. I gotta tell him. Wait.
Do I leave the Discord then? Yeah, is that the idea?
Yeah, you guys can leave the Discord. Okay.
All right, sounds good. I just asked.
Okay. All right, looks like we're gonna have the two players join us in the stream for a second.
That works.
Let's see here, so they could talk about the match because I think that'll be very entertaining. Chris and Ethan, you guys are on the stream now with me and Jeffrey.
What up?
Hello.
How's it going? Good.
It's
You guys had a good time commentating, I hope.
yeah, and I don't know if you know this, Chris, but Mitch was commentating for the first portion of the
Oh,
match.
Mitch was. Oh, I'm excited to hear what he has to say. I'm very
Yeah.
excited.
Yeah, it was actually he is man, Mitch is on another level. He is like so it's crazy. We got the number
Yes,
2 and number 1 seed
I'm sure he
commentating the
found
match. So
many things which we did not find, but such is life.
yeah, so
Life goes on.
I just want to get both of you guys' reaction. Like I guess Chris, you first. How did you feel about the match?
Yeah, no, I mean, I lose the first three games, and I don't know. I was like, am I going to win any of these, or are we going to have another Jeffrey versus whoever, 70-0? I'm just kidding, but I mean, I was worried that it was going to become a landslide, and then I get this super stupid lucky like Queen A2, Queen F7. I didn't like. I played Queen A2, not even seeing that I was attacking F7, and then he takes, and I'm like, oh. So I don't know. I was stupid, and I didn't deserve to win that game. But then, I don't know. Sometimes. By the way, like in the blitz, when I played this Queen B5, I actually didn't see that it hung my queen. To be totally honest, so that was not me. That was not me being dirty or trying to trick you a little bit. Although I did consider doing it down a piece in that Rick game, but I didn't. No, I just got super lucky in those games, and I mean, like sometimes it goes both ways. Like there was a game where I had the piece on the square to play mate in one. I think it was like
Yeah, that
Queen
was
F6,
crazy.
Queen F6 or Queen G5 or something like that. One of those games, and I lost. So yeah, I mean it goes both ways, but no, I certainly think if we play this match another day, there's a chance the result might be different. Like, I don't know. Your preparation was insane, by the way, or maybe not prep, maybe just your opening. I don't know, but I felt like I was lost every single game.
Yeah, I kind of felt like somehow my opening choice, like maybe I got lucky that you just haven't played those before. But those are just like
Oh
my
yeah,
normal openings.
yeah.
Yeah.
I switched to the Open Sicilian very recently, and I think I lost every single game in that, that was quite refreshing. I even looked up my prep. I did this in my previous match too. I looked up his Queen D3 on move like 7 or whatever it is.
Oh
And
yeah.
I still, yeah, because I've seen D6 Knight C6, but D6 Knight C7 is very, very tricky. I don't know.
I think the line there is actually like you have to play some some early like bishop A3, and then there's for example
Oh,
E5, and then my D6 pawn is really weak. But yeah.
okay, that's interesting. Yeah, okay, I look at it. Yeah, I don't want to lose to this again.
I, I will say, for Chris, Michael was in the chat. He's in the chat, rooting for you. And Ethan, we had Katie in here, and Spencer was on here earlier too. The Ethan lovers out there. So
Mm,
Yeah, they're both in CMU chess club, so they're good friends. And Katie is, I
right.
mean, she's one of the people that like kind of is doing a lot of the work to run the club, so she's really great.
yeah, I'm excited to meet everyone over at Carnegie Mellon on October 5th. The date that was decided. Wait, I don't know
Mm.
if that's public information yet. I just realized that. Sorry, Katie, if I
Oh
leaked that.
wow. All right,
I
bleep that in the VOD. Bleep it
Yeah,
out.
yeah, okay. I should have thought about that. I should have. I assume it's public information, but yeah, like, yeah,
Is
Ethan,
now.
what were your emotions going through the match, go in the 5+1 and 3+1? How were you feeling throughout it?
Mm, I feel like I was playing fine, but like maybe it's because I haven't played that much online recently, but like my time awareness was bad. Like I would have like 20 seconds and still be moving instantly and then like blunder or something like that. And then like I just kept doing that. And yeah, but overall I feel like my chess playing was decent. Like I liked the positions I was getting out of the opening. Um
Oh, I also like
and
the positions you were getting out of the opening. I must be totally honest. I mean, that's funny.
yeah, but it was really intense. Like I didn't even have like the timers open because like I don't think I would have been able to like pay attention to the timers. I was just like playing. But yeah.
Yeah, 'cause especially in the bullet, I was just like, is this going to a tiebreaker? Is this going to a tiebreaker? Like, what do we do if it goes to a tiebreaker? Like, we've had zero conversations about what happens if it goes to overtime. So, uh, so I was a bit stressed when at the end of the bullet because I was just like, what the hell's gonna happen? So, uh, so yeah, it was very entertaining. I'll say the least.
Yeah, I'm glad that I didn't like in the first two sections. I opened the timer and I would just look during the game. But I'm very glad that during the bullet I didn't open. I think I would have probably lost that game if I knew it was the last game. I could see myself you know hanging queen on move whatever. But
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not sure. I got lucky that I switched to this D4 in the middle of the match because I started actually getting playable positions out of the opening, which was nice.
Mhm.
Yeah. Uh, Jeffrey, do you have any reactions or comments you'd like to say?
Not much. Just a very interesting match. I guess see you, Chris, at the semis.
Oh, are we? Oh, we're playing. Oh, I'm learning in real time who my opponent is. This is great. Okay, sounds good. All right, you've never seen me play before, I don't think. I don't. You
Uh,
don't know how I play at all. So that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah,
that's
yeah. Strasbourg
it'll
doesn't
be a
exist.
surprise.
Strasbourg doesn't
Yeah,
exist.
that's correct. We've never played our lead chess score. It didn't happen. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know
Yeah.
who this guy is.
Yeah, actually, I
That'll
guess,
be
yeah,
fun.
yeah, Jeffrey has commentated on both of your matches, Chris. So I guess
That's correct. Yeah. This is a little. I don't know. This is a little sketchy.
Oh man, well, I'm excited. I'm excited. Any closing remarks by any of you, and we can wrap this up and go to bed for some of us, I guess.
I would just like to just to share what Michael texted me during the match. He probably doesn't want me to say this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Hey, Michael. He said at 10:09 p.m. He said, Queen B5, OMG, Chris, that was so funny. That was on purpose. And then at the end, he said, in all caps, I was mad stressed, crying emoji. So I agree with that. That's true. I enjoyed those comments. No, but yeah, I mean, like, amazing match. I don't know. Good stuff. About
Yeah,
it from me.
yeah, absolutely. Okay. Um, okay. Well, if everyone, I guess, is done speaking, I know I'm gonna go to bed. I know chess players are
Oh,
usually
yeah.
late, late night owls, but but yeah, good luck in your next match, Chris and Ethan. You get to gift somebody a 1 month platinum membership. So just let me
Oh,
know, DM me who you want to give it to. Um, and yeah, thank you guys for playing.
All right, thanks
yeah.
so
Thanks.
much.
Have a good night, folks.
Yeah. See ya, viewers. Goodbye.